Not even him, not even Jamie Carragher, of course, we did it once, but Michael Richard and all that, and no one for Premier Leagues in a row. So when that happened, never ever, no team in England. So when that's happened, it's because normally you have more chance to don't happen.
I think the only thing Paul Scholes does is to criticize. Not every one of us has to be phenomenal like he was as a player. He was a phenomenal player. That doesn't mean that we all have to be phenomenal. I think Scholes will be in the history like a phenomenal player, not as a pundit. If Paul one day decides to be a manager, I wish that he can be 25% as successful as myself, because 25%, so 50% is 12 and a half silverware, 25% is around 6. If he's 25%, he'll be quite happy.
Gary should come over and tell me how that exactly works. So how do you prepare a game when you don't focus on it? You bring your kids in the Champions League, that would be funny. I don't know. So what he means with that, to be honest. So we have to play football. I think we will. A lot of people watch our games as well when we play Champions League, and that's our job, that we do the best we can do in all these games. I don't want to be too critical about, because I don't know exactly how he said it, but it's a bit sitting in an office and talking about football is completely different to doing the job, to be honest.
The Sky TV pundits have called your tactics anti-football and a crime against football. Is that unfair, do you think?
If I remember well, and a few days ago, no, and Arsenal played twice against them, and then you criticized a lot Wenger because they conceded 3 goals in only 30 minutes. I think that the pundit has to use the head to understand when you speak about tactic, because I think that you must have knowledge to speak about tactic and not to speak only to speak in a stupid way.
Gary Neville, you know Gary Neville.
Yeah.
United got away with murder.
A former player of United. And he said?
That you got away with murder.
With murder?
Tonight.
That's an English expression.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He said that the game on Sunday will be 2 average sides playing against each other. I don't know if you know them.
He can say everything because he is an ex-legend. Make an interpretation of that.
Okay,
it's not so difficult to make that interpretation. When I say that he has to pay attention to his words.
To coach? Or maybe to play again, yes, with Paul Merson. Again, Paul Merson. To kick.
Some analysts are very objective in their comments, very good advices. Some are very subjective. So Jamie Carragher is one of them. From the first moment on, he's criticized, and now he wants to make his point.
When Jamie Carragher and Graham Souness they speak about it, it's because they're having a problem for sure. Jamie stopped to play a couple of years ago. In 2 years, he forgot everything he did on the pitch, and Mr. Souness also forgot, but he stopped to play for quite a long time, and he also forget that. A couple of years after he left Benfica, I coached Benfica. I know a lot about him. I know so much about him, but obviously I am a certain kind of education, not just in football, but especially in life, and I prefer to laugh. And I prefer to say that the envy is the biggest tribute that the shadows do to the man.
It's the first time that 2 brothers played against each other in world football, or what it felt like. It's a really nice story.
No, it's a joke.
No, nobody was interested in that, obviously.